No, you're running the intro, Baraka.
Well.
Restart it.
No.
We'll
keep this.
We're keeping it? Let's go. Let's
keep
keep it.
All right, Baraka, here's the intro.
Okay, welcome to the final podcast of the year. You can't see me, but I'm dressed up in very nice attire, like I've gone to a funeral. It might as well be a funeral for this podcast.
You don't want a pinstripe to a funeral, Baraka.
Yeah, and a t-shirt under it.
Yeah.
Is that Tony Hawk under there?
Whose funeral is this, Baraka? Whose funeral? Who are you disrespecting, like?
This ain't a normal funeral.
With the frizz? No way.
Do we wear jeans to a funeral?
I do.
No, I wear khakis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wear like swim trunks.
I wear jeans because it's much more flexible as I stomp on the grave.
So wait, whose funeral is it?
Someone's.
Okay.
Next on the left of me, it's Joe.
It's me, Joe.
Joe's actually to your right.
And on the right of me is class president Cameron Cummings.
Actually, it's student body, but it's I'm glad to be here. Thank you. I'm shaking all the host hands.
He
you guys
is.
Can't see that.
Shaking hands with the president is a big deal. It's a step forwards for our podcast.
I'm also officially better than all of you listening.
Okay, well that's a strong start.
That's a really strong start. We're like that's heavy start.
Wow, this is heavy stuff. This is okay.
We're not even 2 minutes in. We're just
we're just saying ontologically superior. All right, that's cool, Baraka. So it's been a school year, hasn't it?
It's been a great school year.
It
very
has.
Intellectual school
It's
year.
been a school year. And now I think Baraka's not a senior. He's actually the youngest one here, which is funny.
I'm a junior.
But both of us, we're withered old men. We're going to graduate. So within this podcast is going to be concerning this school year and what's happened, what's been going down, both in and out of school, how things have gone. So Baraka, how do you want us to start it off with this?
I guess the start is one of the bigger events because homecoming was way earlier than I remember it to be because on the freshman year I went, it was like in like October 29th, October 17th. This time it was like the first week of the second 9 weeks. That kind of disoriented me. It was like, oh, that's so close already? We only got to that point?
Homecoming seems about the same time, but also we didn't have homecoming last year,
right.
So that probably threw you off.
So there was the whole year of, well, we don't need to mention what happened last year.
Last time we had homecoming, I was like 5'6", and like still looked like a middle schooler because I was a freshman. So like, yeah, it's been a pretty good gap from
it's been a few minutes.
Last homecoming and this one.
Yeah, and then this one, I guess homecoming was pretty cool outside. Well, is there anything super notable about it?
The parade was cool.
Oh, the parade was pretty cool.
I enjoyed the parade.
Yeah, I enjoyed the parade as well.
I'm gonna be honest. I was like, man, I don't know how this homecoming is gonna be like being outside.
I
thought it turned out really good.
They did a good job doing an outside homecoming. They did really well.
It was the only real thing was it was abnormally chilly, but it wasn't that bad in the suit.
Chilly. I was shivering beside one of those heaters.
One of the only ones that worked.
Yeah.
One of the three that didn't.
Yeah.
But for what it is, an outside homecoming, I thought it was really cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I guess that leads us into prom, which was a much more recent thing, but also basically, they're like very similar homecoming prom dances.
Yeah. The Stovehouse venue was a really good choice. I'm very happy we ended up getting the Stovehouse.
I was surprised that.
I was surprised how big it was.
Yeah, it was way bigger than I expected. It actually was able to more or less handle a number of people in there. I did not expect that.
The pictures did not do it justice because I was like, yo, there's gonna be people like standing like on the sidewalk outside. Like no one's gonna be able to fit in here.
Right. Again, when we showed up, we were one of the first ones there.
Yeah.
It looked tiny, and we were like, this ain't gonna go so well. But
it fitted everywhere. There was a lot of people that came.
Now, as student body president, Cameron, what can you tell us about the Starry Night theme, and whose grand idea was that?
Let me tell you something, okay?
Okay.
As student body president, I had absolutely no control over any of that.
Is that so?
I'm being dead serious.
Really?
I tried to ask someone, and they're like, "It's a secret," and I was like, "What do you mean? From me? Like,
from the president?"
And it's like prom is mostly ran by juniors, and I didn't get none of the juniors last year got to run prom.
Oh, that's
like we were in past events that we will not be discussing
here. The dark times.
The dark ages. So the teachers had to do it because like really none of us were like in school long enough to even meet.
Right.
So I don't even know how prom is ran, to be honest, because like I never got the experience of being on like prom committee.
Fair enough.
What was the theme for that? I didn't.
Last year's was Disney, I think.
Let's be honest. Last year was Trash Panda Stadium theme with cornhole.
And honestly, it was kind of cool. I kind of liked Trash Panda Stadium.
I didn't think it was bad. People were hating because they're like, "Oh, there's no dance floor." you wouldn't have danced anyway.
That's true, and there's plenty.
And there were fireworks.
If you
The
wanted to
fireworks-
dance, you could have danced. And yeah, fireworks.
Fireworks did it for me.
Crown jewel.
If I didn't think Trash Man Stadium was good, the fireworks absolutely sold it for me.
It was pretty great.
So if we're going by chronological, I might as well go talk about the Mamma Mia play, which round of applause to everybody who put on the Mamma Mia play. They did a really good job.
It was a great show.
Especially the school day showing of it. I think everybody had a really good time there. They did. I'm not sure because I didn't go to any other showings. I'm not sure if they did the same thing with all like the extra dancing, the light show, and the confetti, but they did it for the school day. That was
really good.
It was really fun.
They busted their chops on Mamma Mia. Great stuff.
And the fact they did it like 10 times, that's a lot.
Yeah.
All the actors did a good job, and the fact that the actors, like everybody, they had to do that multiple times, and they
did it
high
without
quality.
fail.
Yeah, high quality.
It's a tough legacy to live up to. What was it? Catch Me If You Can 2 years ago, which was another stellar musical.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
You didn't. Well, for what it was worth, it was really good. But I think Mamma Mia did a pretty good job living up to that.
I never saw Catch Me If You Can. It's like Mamma Mia's on in a tier of its own. Right
That's
now.
good.
No competition.
It's isolated. It haven't sullied the waters or anything.
Mamma Mia did, in fact, lead me to one of my favorite songs of all time. Now, I only heard.
It better be by Kanye.
It was actually "Lay All Your Love on Me" because I only listened to one ABBA song.
Thank you, Baraka, for having good taste in the only good ABBA song.
I don't think I've even listened to it.
That's fine.
Did you not go to the play?
I did, but like.
Did you listen to it?
I mean, okay, like I'm not like that's a really good song. I'm gonna like play like ABBA in my car as I'm driving home.
Right, sir.
What's your point? What if I do, Kevin?
I don't know. I'm like a Kanye West stan, so like if it's not Kanye, I don't think I'm gonna listen to it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like that's just me.
Speaking of Kanye, he may be coming back on Twitter.
Kanye is not coming back on Twitter.
I know anything's possible with Elon. To be honest, with
everyone's coming back on Twitter.
Okay, wait. Why? So I don't have any social media. Why did Kanye get banned off of Twitter?
Oh, I forgot.
I don't think Kanye get banned. I just know
he
Kanye
got banned or he just stopped posting because of backlash. I forgot why.
I'm just so glad I followed Kanye on Instagram. That is one of the greatest things I've ever done. I hate that he deleted his post because like some of them are like comedy gold. The whole Pete Davidson thing, comedy gold. Team Kanye all the way. Any other team is the wrong team.
Are there other teams?
There's Team Pete Davidson.
Oh.
And that is the wrong side to be on.
Did Pete Davidson and Kanye have some kind of beef?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Speaking of beefs.
Fascinating. Oh?
Speaking of beefs, Batman and the Riddler in the new Batman
Oh my
movie.
gosh, let me go into this. One of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I've seen the movie 7 times. That's how you know. Oh, I can break down any scene of the movie right here, right now. 7 times. I watched it 3 in theaters, and then 4 on HBO Max.
That's a lot.
I watch that eclipses all the times I watched Venom Let There Be Carnage.
That's not a good movie.
What do you mean? Venom Let There? It's fire.
It's not a movie.
Listen. You only can think it's a good movie. Batman requires you to think. Venom is a movie where you can sit in a chair and turn off your brain and enjoy the ride. Don't think too hard about the alien symbiote coming down from Earth to eat people's heads.
Listen,
you're thinking about it too hard.
The actor that played Carnage.
Woody Harrelson.
He's a good actor.
Oh, he's a great actor. Yeah.
He was the highlight of the movie. Normally Tom Hardy and like Venom's relationship was, but he was the highlight in the movie. That's about it.
I'll be 100% with you, Baraka. I have actually not watched either of these movies.
Oh my god!
But I did watch the original Venom, and I was mad disappointed because they had to keep it a PG-13 slasher movie.
Yeah.
It kind of takes the bite out of it when like. Yeah, that guy did just get bisected, but like, okay, we can't show anything.
Yeah,
so.
you can't see
His bisected parts are just off the screen.
Exactly, and it's like, wow, okay. I guess that diminished the value for me, but hey, to each his own, I suppose.
It's not good knowing that the movie theater industry got a good $30 out of me for one 30-second scene each time.
Yeah, okay. What else is there? What was the movie that came out? Spider-Man.
No Way.
Back to Spider-Man.
No Way Home.
Yes.
Just give him a GPS or something. Golly.
Dude, that is one of the best Spider-Man movies I've ever seen.
Is that so?
Maybe because Andrew Garfield is one of my favorite Spider-Mans.
That's fair. I really liked the Amazing Spider-Man movies with not Andrew Garfield. If I don't remember the actor's
The Amazing Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield.
Is that Andrew Garfield?
Tobey Maguire is the original trilogy.
Okay.
But I didn't grow up with the original trilogy.
That's
because like the first movie came out in 2004. I was born in 2004.
Right.
Not gonna like come out of the womb and be like, "Mommy, turn on Spider-Man."
Fake fan. I came out as a
Yeah.
fake fan.
It was on the TV in the hospital. You're like, I gotta watch it.
Well, now kids these days are doing that with Cocomelon, so I don't know how that speaks for the coming days.
Cocomelon and those weird YouTube channels.
Yep.
Those things are.
If the teachers can't deal with the attention span of these students, I feel bad for when the Cocomelon kids grow up. That's gonna be.
And I mean, we've been stunted by like iPhones already. Those Cocomelon kids, the kids who the first thing they see are like the talking eggs.
Yes.
That is bizarre AI generated content. They are. I don't know.
I don't know who in what like part of the world, because it is some third world country. They're just pumping this out religiously. They have like men just like chained to a computer, and they're just doing this day because it's like Spider-Man and Elsa fight a robot egg
Exactly.
in a toilet.
There's gotta be money.
It's something.
There's gotta be money in this.
Oh, there is. Have you seen the views? They get like 10 million views.
Yeah, they get like millions of views.
Millions and millions and millions.
Okay.
Worst part is that's on YouTube Kids. So if you app that is supposed to be quote unquote safe for children,
That is not
so
safe.
when you leave your child to watch YouTube Kids, they will eventually see one of these videos and see one of those pieces of media.
Yes, Elsa fart compilation.
Yes.
Even saying those words actually made me feel a little ill, to be honest. I really feel like you probably shouldn't leave your kid loose on the internet at all. That's how you get a very damaged child. Like, honestly, even like pre-15, I don't know if your kid needs to use the internet at all.
I think
pre-25, kids not going on the internet.
Honestly, you can use a computer when you can drink.
Yeah, if you don't have a mortgage in your name, don't even get on the internet. You don't need
That's
it.
true. You don't need that. You don't need that. But if your
Go
parents
outside,
are
play
going to
with
leave
sticks or
your
something.
child loose somewhere, might as well leave them loose on full YouTube.
Yeah.
They're probably less likely to find something insidious.
I mean, like, I saw one of my little cousins. She was like just on her iPad, and she's like an iPad kid. I'm talking like this is like the greasiest piece of technology I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh god.
So, I've never seen so many fingerprints and like applesauce. Like, how do you have applesauce stains on there? I didn't want to touch it. So I she's like laying. I like lean over, and I see one of those like Spider-Man like 3D generated ones.
Oh
I was
no.
mortified. I was like, oh no.
What's
She may
gonna
be like 4 or 5.
Oh.
It's
well,
over. It's over.
it's
She's
too
a
late.
lost cause. There's no hope.
I mean, what's it gonna look like 10 years from now when kids who grew up watching this 3D
Are gonna be like driving behind the wheel of a
Oh
car.
my! I'm
they're
like,
in high school. They're doing the stuff we're
Oh,
doing
God.
now, but with the background of Cocomelon, not the background of I don't know. What do you guys watch? PPS Kids? Is that-
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Cyber Chase.
Yeah.
Dude,
World Girl.
Yes, World Girl. Martha Speaks. What's it called? Super Y.
Yeah.
Super
Super
Y.
Y.
was good.
I remember
Fetch
Super
with
Y.
Ruffman.
I don't know, dude. Now he's
What?
getting into like some
What?
deep
He
shit.
is.
I'm saying like surface of like Arthur and stuff. You're like going like aired for like one season in like 2008.
Literally,
It
this is
for
like
eight-
cult knowledge.
It aired for 8 seasons.
How do you know that? How do you know like that should
How
not
many
be like,
episodes or whatever?
how many episodes?
What's the
They're like-
runtime?
They're like 20 episodes per season.
Like, how do you like this should not be like common knowledge off the top of your head? A like forgotten PBS kids.
Runtime
Listen,
22
I
minutes.
had-
Ad break at 9.
Listen,
Another ad break at
listen,
18.
listen. I had 30 minutes of free time, and there was a Fetch retrospective. Okay, I had nothing.
You
else
watched
to
the
do.
retrospective of PBS Kids.
Yeah.
That is a Baraka thing to do.
It is.
I can't say I'm mad.
No. See, we gotta go quantify. When we say this, Baraka is legitimately a great dude.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we mean this in only the highest of respect. But that is a very
That is a
Baraka
very
thing to do.
Baraka thing to do.
That is, yeah.
But I
No.
can't say I haven't watched a retrospective of like old TV shows.
I mean, I watched the Phineas and Ferb retrospective.
I did.
one time.
I watched that one. I
That
watched
stuff
one,
was gold.
I
I don't
found,
think there's gonna be a show to match Phineas and Ferb.
Dude, I
for a
think
long
Lab
time.
Lab
Rats.
Rats.
Yes.
Lab Rats.
Wow.
Let's go.
Baraka knows. I watched a 2.5 hour Lab Rats retrospective where it broke down like every episode of the season while I was doing homework.
Oh
That
yeah,
is
no,
rough.
I know. It was 4 hours.
I was wrong.
It felt like 2 hours, but it was 4.
It was a long time.
Like
Because I had to take a break and like go back like the next day when I was doing homework.
Actually
and
watching a
finish
feature-length movie.
Yes.
I watched.
I could have watched the Batman again in that time frame.
I could have. I started
God.
watching it semi-ironically because I thought it was funny, but the person talking actually it was a really well-made video.
Really
so.
well made video. I think everyone should go watch the Lab Rats retrospective
Lab Rats
on YouTube.
retrospective. Can we put the link to that video in the description of this podcast? We'll see if Christine can do that.
Listen, I think everybody should just take like an hour or 3 hours of their time just to watch a retrospective of like a 2010s TV show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, well,
Speaking of old TV shows,
Oh.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Oh, yes.
The
My
collapse
My
of
parents were on the
Netflix.
verge of deleting, like unsubscribing from Netflix because my dad finished Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and that's all he had Netflix.
All right, I'm done here.
Pretty much, he's like, I think I'm done. And all he uses is like HBO Max, and that's all I use for like the old Cartoon Network. They have the old Justice League cartoons. Warner Bros. Owns everything. If Disney doesn't own it, Warner Bros. Owns it.
That's true. So what is the scoop with Netflix? What's going on there?
Netflix is actually suffering with a collapse. What happened? I think they lost $2 billion and a quarter of their subscribers because of two things: rising prices. You're not allowed to share accounts. Also, I think a third reason, it's not confirmed, but this is my personal opinion, the fact that they like to cancel actual quality shows and put I put a bunch of funds into these terrible Netflix original shows. Oh. There should not be 5 seasons of Big Mouth. Why?
Big Mouth should have been canceled after season 2.
I have not watched the show, but I've never seen a show with uglier looking animation in my life.
Like Netflix, okay. Like, every now and then I do have to watch one of those, like, Netflix are really bad, like, reality TV shows. Like, you have to watch them every now and then.
It's, like, kind of junk food.
Yeah, like, you know, like, you're not going to come out there, you're like, you know you're going to lose a few brain cells, but it's entertainment.
Yeah, that feels good.
But they cancel, like, really high-quality shows to have, what's this show? It was, like, a furry dating show. It's, like, Super Beast or something.
What?
Yes. No, it was all over the internet. You, like... Not even own a Google Chrome.
I admit I'm a borderline completely disconnected hermit. Literally, all of the media I consume comes from like things I can't really talk about. Okay, wait, hold on. That makes it sound way worse.
Yeah,
hold on. No, I mean I uTorrent things. Okay. It's not anything else.
But like everybody, okay, because of Netflix got so popular, everything was on Netflix. Mm-hmm. So it's like a one-stop shop.
Right.
Now, everyone and their mom has a streaming service. Why does CNN, Fox News, Paramount Plus, give me 1 second. They ruined that. They made a Halo TV show.
Oh no!
And of course I pirated it. Allegedly I pirated it.
That's what they say.
Allegedly I just happened to be on a website and it was on there for free. Yeah. And I accidentally had a virus that made me click on it.
Right. No, it's terrible. It's like very common.
And Baraka, you know Halo, right?
Yes, I know Halo.
Okay, so you know how Master Chief never takes off his helmet, right? Yeah. First episode he takes off the helmet. First episode.
And they show his face too.
Yeah, it did. And it was just some ugly looking middle-aged dude. And I was like, that's not Master Chief. Dude, put on some pounds or something. You're like, he's like really scrawny.
Oh, man.
Imagine like the most like average looking man you've ever seen. Just put in like a really big like costume.
The only reason I still have Netflix is because I'm not paying for it. Shout out to my older brother. You're not going to see this, but thank you for paying the increased prices for me to not use Netflix.
I would just like to state for the record, before we go any further, this podcast, we don't officially endorse piracy or anything.
No, allegedly.
Right. We would never endorse piracy, and that's an accident. And I'm just saying that if there was, say, an incredibly easily accessible Reddit that has all kinds of information on piracy, it was named like r/piracy or something.
No, I don't think
a place like that. It must have been. Or if you went to a website like uTorrent and look carefully. Of course, we wouldn't want that to happen to anyone because there might be a lot of pirated media you might be able to get for free instead of giving your hard-earned money to a multi-billion-dollar corporation who sees you as a number.
Really bad.
They really bad.
We wouldn't want that to happen, so don't do any of that stuff.
They really need that money, man. They need every
day. They're striving, man. They need to buy the next beach house in Malibu.
Exactly. Jeff Bezos, he needs to lie on a pile of your money and a pile of golden coins. Otherwise, he can't shed his skin every night.
Okay, the fact we have all these billionaires and not a single Batman just proves that they're all selfish.
It really does.
One of them could become Batman.
He doesn't even need to be good.
They didn't have to be good. Just put on the costume and run around for like a week, and I would be satisfied.
Exactly.
And they could like hang up the costume and never wear it again. Run around, stop like one bad guy.
Right.
He's like
a bad guy who is probably also a millionaire.
Yeah. It can be fake. It can be fake.
It can.
Let it be fake.
Just make it reality TV.
Put on a show of like not Elon Musk. Nah. I want Jeff Bezos to be the villain. I want to be like the Lex Luthor.
I want Jeff Bezos to be Batman.
I know the Batman. Jeff Bezos has like the shiny bald head.
He does. He's perfect.
The crooked smile. He is Lex Luthor.
Yeah. He also has a 2-inch deep dent in his skull, which
is
not something that's talked about very much.
Whoa!
You literally can't see it on most pictures because he like makes sure of it, but like he actually just has this dent in his skull.
You said like 2 inches.
Yeah,
2 inches might be a
huh?
bit much, but he has a real dent in his skull.
Dude, if I was that man, I would have got like a fake hair, like hair
Well,
transplant.
that's what I'm thinking, but I think hair might like not grow on his head anymore.
How old is he?
All that
I don't know,
money.
He's like early 50s.
Well, yeah, he was. I think so, and I think he was in his 30s when Amazon started like the book selling thing.
Yeah.
All that
So he
money
should
and
be
he can't
50s
afford
now.
hair.
Well, maybe he just doesn't want. Maybe it's a power move. Maybe he's
Probably.
like, yeah, I do have a dent in my skull, and like I don't even need hair.
Yeah.
'cause I have
Anyone
so
who
much
doesn't
money.
have
Who's gonna
anyone
stop
who
me?
doesn't have a dent in their skull is lame.
Exactly. You are not giving yourself the real cephalopod brain pattern here.
Speaking of which, I like to just say, Jeff Bezos is a very wonderful person. I'm totally not being forced. I'm
Okay.
totally not being forced to
beg.
say that
No,
by
we
the
think
Amazon workers stalking me.
We think Jeff Bezos is very cool here.
Who's that? Who's that at the window?
All right.
Oh,
No,
he's not here.
don't worry about it.
Man, I already ordered my package. Crap, they just said my package would be delayed. He heard us. It's already over.
He's listening to everything, but dog. All right, so back on kind of vague. I don't know where we are. I don't even know.
I just say random topics.
Honestly, and that's
Next-
cool. That's,
next topic.
That's how a podcast works.
Ezra Miller beating up like 4 people in Hawaii.
What?
What? I heard about that, but I never researched it.
I
thought
researched it.
I thought that was a joke. I
No.
thought that was a meme. I didn't think he actually did
Is
that.
he like
Okay, what
Ezra
happened?
Miller, Batman?
No, Ezra Miller is the Flash.
Oh.
Okay, so they're making a new Flash movie, like Michael Keaton's Batman from like the 90s.
Okay.
And I'm like, I just really want to see that movie.
Fair enough.
He went to Hawaii, got drunk, punched a woman that was karaoke. Okay. Then he said like, I'm gonna off everyone here,
Oh my.
and then like hit a man with a bottle or something.
What?
Mind you, this is day 1. Okay, this has happened like 4 times. There are 4 separate instances. There may be more that just haven't been leaked yet. Another time, wait, I'm being serious. Broke into someone's house, stood over their bed, started shouting at the wife, and then like just like threatened to off them all, and then just like I think he did something else. He may have like stole something and ran out. And then he like assaulted like 2 other people. And are you looking this up? And then like I'm being serious. Like he's been like going to court in Hawaii for like aggravated assault, disturbance of the peace, stuff like that.
This man is the Flash.
And no, he's the reverse Flash.
He is. He's
And
evil.
I think I'm like 90. I couldn't find like official source.
It's me. I did it the whole time.
The Flash movie will never come out. No, he got fired.
I mean, yeah, probably.
He got fired from Fantastic Beasts, so they're not gonna make another movie of that.
The only thing I remember is someone saying, I forgot what it was, but I feel like it was someone saying you have a higher % chance of Ezra Miller coming to hit you than to get hit by a natural disaster. I forgot the exact words.
It probably is, because Ezra Miller has done it 4 times. If you go to Hawaii with Ezra Miller there, good 50% chance he's gonna break into your house while you're sleeping.
He is a natural disaster.
Oh no,
He's a force of nature.
that movie, so he got fired. So now they have to find a replacement.
This
New
is what hire him for the reverse slash, honestly.
They
Damn.
should.
Wait, we can hold on. What? I think
Next
I might
topic.
actually
Yeah,
Yeah, Joe. I think Joe is.
The Amazon warlord. They got you, Joe.
No, Jeff Bezos is putting 5G waves into my head. Please, no, it's scrambling my brain. Suddenly, I love Amazon products.
Ugh.
I think Paramount Plus is pretty cool, guys. I think that was a refreshing take on the Halo franchise.
Guys, have you seen the new show on Amazon Prime?
I actually don't know where to buy stuff online anymore because I bought something from Walmart. By the way, it was probably fake, yet my better judgment ignored it. I got it, and it broke with it on the first week. And because how it was, the broken piece would not let me take it apart. And I just had it sitting there on my desk for 5 months. I couldn't do anything about it. It was just there. It was a trophy, effectively.
Now, we do have to quantify this. It is coming from the guy who entered his credit card information on school Wi-Fi so he could buy a Beyblade. I watched this happen. He bought a Beyblade on school Wi-Fi.
Why? Don't they have the thing, what's it called? It's like Guardian or something?
Go Guardian.
Yeah, go
Where they
Guardian.
can like access you.
And check
One
Patreon
teacher-
pages for that one, but yeah, Go Guardian is pretty ooh.
One teacher used to be like, credit card? Just like, you just see like highlight, and just like copy and paste to a different
Control
website.
C.
That's
Josie, you're like, highlight this.
I don't know how.
Oh, dude, Mrs. Monagas, dude, she's gonna steal your credit card information.
She's just sitting there. Yeah, man.
Oh.
So Someone's better pay my car.
So that's why I've been getting mysterious charges on my phone.
Oh, that's. Oh man. Oh.
That's great. Go. I'm just saying. I don't know how long it's been around. That's great. There's someone who. There was a teacher who's probably late at night. They were bored, so they decided to check Go Garden, and they could just see my computer stuck on one picture of a basketball player at 3 a.m. at night. That's Go Garden.
But how does it work? Is it like only in the school, or is like if you're connected to like a school?
If
account,
you're connected to a school account, they can view your phone.
So I'm on. Oh my.
Yes. So
Okay, so say I have a school
we
account
actually
on my
experimented with Go Guardian last night or yesterday,
Yeah.
and essentially they can if you're signed into your school account here, they can access your browser, your whole browser while it's open.
I'm not sure if we tested this. However, I think if they disable that, they can just straight up block your computer.
Yes. They can essentially not really brick, but they can make your
No,
computer.
you just described your bricking someone's computer.
Yes, true. Yeah,
Well,
they can
I
make it
mean,
non-functional.
They can just like make your computer not work anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
And just
so
make it pretty much like useless.
they can
You know what that
disable your
means?
browsing permission, and then like you can't do anything else, and you can't close the tab because it reopens. It's
Oh my gosh!
yeah, and
They
then
can just break some. Okay, it's actually really cool.
the only
How do you
thing
know Guardian?
the only thing we've really established is that we don't think they can use Go Guardian on your phone, but they can do it on personal computers and school computers. So that's pretty.
But that's
interesting.
only if you have like one of their accounts open.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little strange, personally.
And that's how I found the Men 2022 movie coming out on May 16th.
Oh yeah.
22.
He just looked up Men on the internet, and there's a movie. It's gonna be called Men. It's coming out May 16th. I don't know what it's about.
It's about a wife whose husband just died, and she went on a cruise,
That's what's up.
and that's it. That's the synopsis.
So like it's just like her like crying and then like go to a funeral and that's it.
No, she goes on a cruise, and then men show up.
There's Men on a cruise.
Whoa!
This is like snakes on a plane.
Planes on a snake.
What? That's wild.
Alligators on the train.
I would watch. That's Indiana Jones actually. That's
What
just
is it?
Indiana,
It's,
like the
no,
Last Crusader.
It was a PBS show.
Oh.
Dinosaur Train.
Oh.
Dinosaur
Yes.
Train.
Dinosaur Train was so
Do you guys remember the Land Before Time movies? Was that?
the old Disney ones?
Yeah, no, the animated dinosaur one. Oh
Oh,
no,
yeah,
hold on.
I
With,
think
like,
so.
They were Disney.
They were Disney. Okay.
I thought you,
I
when you
think.
said that first, I thought you thought it was A Wrinkle in Time. And I had two reactions. The one I watched in 6th grade, which was actually pretty faithful to the book, and the Kurt one. By the way, I like to be the first, not the first. I just like to apologize for Oprah Winfrey for having to participate in such a
mind-numbingly terrible movie.
Yes.
Thank you. Tell it like it is, Mr. President.
That movie was bad. And hear me out. No movie franchise is bad. Percy Jackson.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
two movies.
That.
Were bad.
Okay, they're making a remake with Rick Rodin actually doing something. So
He was
maybe,
doing something last time.
Well,
he literally signed off.
Yeah,
on all
cashing
the cash.
checks.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
I respect it. I mean, like, yeah, they hurt your franchise.
But he was
all you
hands
have
off.
to do is this.
He was hands off of that.
But
This time
he
he's
did
hands
sign
off.
Like, he did sign off on several things.
He signed off, but this time he's hands on. He's actually doing. I'm gonna put my faith. Maybe we won't have an 18-year-old playing a 12-year-old
They
this
don't.
time.
It's Have you seen the Adam Project?
Yeah, I saw.
The kid in the Adam Project is the new Percy.
The kid of Ryan Lennon.
It is a weird trend in basically everything. Whenever the main character is a child, they'll just make it a 20-year-old.
Yeah, they age them up. And,
Well, what's the Netflix TV show that was like set in a high school and everyone's like 25?
I think on Euphoria.
Yeah, that's the one. I
That's
think.
HBO Max.
Is that HBO Max?
Yeah.
Oh,
Zendaya is
I
pushing
can't
30 right now. How old is Zendaya?
tell. Main character 30 in high school, which granted, considering some of these actors' other careers, wouldn't surprise me too much.
I actually
But-
kind of thought you said Riverdale because I think they did the same thing.
Yeah, no, Riverdale did the same thing.
So I do remember. The only two moments I remember Zendaya is
She's 25. I lied.
Yeah.
25.
see the Euphoria thing and the fact that there's a whole movie about her taking a phone her dog bit and using it to control men. That was a fever dream of a movie that I still don't understand the ending to.
Was that one of the Disney straight to Disney
Yeah,
Disney
It
channels?
was this
Those
is the
things
com.
are all gems. Besides High School Musical, 3 things I hate. Okay, we're going in on them. High School Musical,
All right.
coleslaw,
Okay. What's number 3?
country music.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Every time I tell someone that, like, oh, you're the hater, you just jumping on the train. Nah, Like, you know how I said, like, I don't, like, come out of the womb saying, like, I love Spider-Man? I came over with someone was playing country music. I was like, turn that off. That music is terrible. Those were my first words. Like, two seconds old, I was like, turn that music off. It is terrible.
I actually saw someone. There was someone in a wheelchair. They were wheelchair bound, and they went into a restaurant with country music. I saw him get up from his wheelchair to turn off the music.
I cannot say I have not jumped out of several fast-moving cars because someone turned on country music.
But it's a real shame. Country music is simply not doing it. It's not doing it.
And like my friends are like, "Oh, dude, we're gonna like convert you to country music." No, you're not.
The closest thing to country music that is good is like kind of western, like that nice cowboy stuff, Marty Robbins.
Yeah.
But no one's made that since the '60s. So
But like,
will Orville Peck count as western?
I don't know.
I'd rather listen to jazz for the rest of my life before I listen to country.
Jazz, I think, is probably the genre. It's either jazz or classical that probably you could listen to without it ever grating on you.
I don't think so.
No?
I think I do think that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite jazz artists is John Coltrane. Really good.
It's hard to go wrong with jazz.
Hip hop, but I don't.
Kanye West.
Okay, but if you listen to Kanye West 24/7, would you eventually grow
Nope.
tired of the man's voice?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
I have multiple people who've listened to Kanye West so many times. I don't think it's possible to get tired of him.
No, it's impossible. Kanye West and Michael Jackson, I'll never get tired of those men.
Prince. I only have one.
Okay, that's true.
Prince.
I will never get tired of Prince or Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson makes some really good music. Of course, I'm also an Elvis Presley fan, and he also makes some. I was doing so good, and I got a Kevin Smith side.
Man, come on. Why? I'd rather like Elton John or something. Why Elvis?
Well, to be fair,
he took music from other people and made it not as good.
To be fair, it's only because of one song. It's called "The Wonder of You," and the song basically. I have a lot of simultaneous beef and enjoyment of this song, so that's why I just like Elvis so much because he made that one song.
I mean, that's as fair a reason as any, I guess. Well, all right. So I think we're pushing 30. Oh no, we're not pushing 30.
We're over 30.
We're 32. So we're getting fairly close to the end of our conceivable runtime here. So Cameron.
Okay.
What can you tell us about government, the student government?
The student government.
To finish this off.
Let me see. I lost student government. I had a losing streak, like a really big losing streak. I ran 7th grade. That didn't go good because I dabbed at the end of my speech.
It was.
So I shot myself in the foot. I could have given a speech of a world peace, but I like finished it off and like I'm telling you like I like
you
full body leaned into the dab. 8th grade I nay-nayed.
You learned nothing.
The nay-nay ended in like the 6th grade. Like so 2 years later I tried to bring back my nay-nay. So like into my speech I like nay-nayed off the stage. Like nay-nayed like away from I think we're in the library. Like it was just like the members of the SGA. So like I like nay-nayed to my seat.
Nay-nayed away your chances.
I nay-nayed away my chances.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Freshman year, I put up some Fortnite posters. I said, "Vote for Cameron. It'll be a victory royale." Those are still hanging in my room because like, I just like to look at them.
That's kind of magical.
I put them everywhere. Like they were like on the vending machines. Sophomore year, I like recreated a Napoleon Dynamite, like vote for Pedro.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think I saw that. I saw that.
Because I was watching Napoleon Dynamite like a week prior, and I was like with my dad, and I was like, "Yo, Dad, can we make that my campaign?" He was like, "Sure." Junior year, I don't think I ran junior year because the Dark Ages.
Yeah. Well, no, makes sense.
But overall, I mean, I really enjoyed my time in student government. Senior year, I was like, you know what? I've lost this many years, and half the time it's because I shot myself in the foot. Let me like not do any of those.
Let's just
nay and dabbing and Fortnite are off the table this time.
That's unfortunate, but necessary.
Also, I wrote for freshman year. I wrote on pieces of paper, "Vote for Cameron for free V-Bucks."
So it seems that
you didn't really pull through with that promise.
It seems that self-sabotage is not the best strategy.
Yeah. Well, if I could give any advice, do not self-sabotage. That's exactly what I did.
mean, listen, at the end of the day, Cameron won the presidency by not self-sabotaging, which is something that real politicians could... Oh, not that you're not a real politician.
Real politicians could learn from
real United States political figures could learn a lot from that philosophy.
The amount of times I was scrolling through, like, I saw, like, a news or something, a politician decided to empty the entire barrel into their foot is hilarious.
Yeah, here's the thing. Half the time they just say stuff that is completely unnecessary.
It's completely stupid. We didn't need to hear
We didn't need to hear your hot take on like anything. and it was not a hot take. It was a very, 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 very poor take.
This was a Barackish, like, lukewarm.
This is a very Baraka take right now.
Oh,
yeah. I always said that because you said you were an Elvis fan. I'm calling it a Baraka take now.
All right, fair enough.
Senior year, I was like, you know what? We're going all out, all or nothing. I got like chip bags with my face on it. I got one of my friends, Matthew Pimmel. He edited my
Love
video.
Matthew Pimmel, by the way.
He was in the play.
Actual
he was in the
star.
musical. Great guy.
He's a hero.
He came out on like a random Saturday. I think we did like a Saturday. Sunday, we like showed it to Bob Jones. I got my dad's like classic car. We were like driving that around. I was like doing videos. We did it for like hours.
That's good.
Then he went home and edited it. And I was like giving him like stuff to like put on the screen. And me and him both cannot spell. So we both misspelled the word enhanced 3 times. Because I showed it. I was like, okay, this is how you spell enhanced. He's like, seems about right. I showed it to my mom. He's like, that's not how you spell enhanced. She misspelled the word enhanced. Showed it to my dad. He's like, that's not how you spell the word enhanced. And I was like, that doesn't look right. So I changed it back to how it was originally. And then I think I showed it to a teacher. She's like, that's not how you spell enhanced. So I don't know why we struggled that much to spell it. Because I know at some point there was an S.
Oh boy.
For enhanced. We were struggling.
Enhanced.
It was a really long day, and it was at like 11:30. We were doing all this at like night, so we were like we were exhausted.
My God.
Well, with
And
that,
the Cameron chip bags, so those are great. So everyone should join student government.
All right.
and with that,
That's
it
pretty good.
seems that this podcast has to come to a close. Joe, Cameron, would you like to say goodbye?
Well,
Have a phenomenal time. It's a pleasure to be here.
it has been great to have you on board, Mr. President. And so this is the official end of our podcast in both respects.
Really? I got to be the
This
final
is our
person.
last
I am
episode.
so honored.
Cameron Cummings, you are our last guest on here. It's really a heartfelt moment. And we want to wish you all a happy summer and a good next year without your strong seniors to guide you to a noble future.
But
I
we have
imagine
Baraka.
that's
Baraka
true.
is the next.
Baraka,
He is the
even
next.
if he likes Elvis, is
We'll
gonna
let
lead
him
us.
slide.
It's gonna lead us to a bright future. Baraka, Matthew Pimmel, we got a pretty strong junior class here.
Just
I'll be
don't
good.
talk about Elvis.
Just
And you will lead us to the future.
You will. And with that, I'm gonna bid you adieu. Wait, and before you press the button here, hold on, Cameron, give us your goodbye.
Have a great summer, everyone, and goodbye.
Don't press the button.